What if I told you that Tesla isn't just an electric car company, but also a financial wizard, pulling billion-dollar rabbits out of a hat without selling a single car? Sounds like a magic trick, right? Well, it's not magic, it's carbon credits. That's right, Tesla has found a way to make money off the environment. No, they're not planting trees or saving polar bears. Today we're diving deep into how Tesla leverages carbon credits to fuel its bottom line. Spoiler alert, it's not just about saving the planet, it's also about making serious money. And trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this one. Whether you're here for the economics or just curious to see how Tesla's financial game works, this article will entertain, educate, and maybe even make you wish you had a Tesla of your own, if for no other reason than the profits. You see, Tesla has mastered the art of playing by the rules, government rules to be exact. And while other companies are stuck paying fines or scrambling to catch up with increasingly stringent emissions regulations, Tesla is quietly stacking billions. It's not just innovation that's driving Tesla forward, it's strategy. Tesla isn't just building electric vehicles, EVs, it's building an empire that thrives by tapping into the financial opportunities wrapped in environmental policies. What on earth are carbon credits? Before we get to the juicy stuff, let's break it down. Carbon credits are like hall passes for pollution. Governments set limits on how much carbon dioxide companies can emit into the atmosphere. You know, because climate change is a thing. If companies exceed these limits, they get into trouble, like a kid who eats all the cookies and then doesn't leave any for the rest of the class. But here's the kicker. If companies want to keep churning out emissions, they can buy carbon credits from companies that are doing a good job at keeping their emissions in check. Think of carbon credits as the environmental equivalent of buying a pass to break the rules. Imagine this. You're at an all-you-can-eat buffet, but you're only allowed one dessert. If you want seconds, you'll have to buy someone else's dessert pass. That's exactly how carbon credits work. Companies that can't control their emissions need to pay up. Enter Tesla, the environmental darling that's been serving up emissions-free electric vehicles like they're hotcakes. Tesla, as an all-electric car maker, creates zero emissions. Translation, they've got extra carbon credits sitting around like digital monopoly money. And guess what? They can sell those credits to companies that are having a little trouble curbing their pollution levels. It's like Tesla selling permission slips to polluters. And those permission slips, well, they're worth a fortune. The money shot, how much are we talking about? Now let's talk numbers because this is where things get interesting. Since 2019, Tesla has earned over $5 billion just by selling carbon credits. That's right, billion with a B. In 2022 alone, Tesla raked in about $1.78 billion from carbon credit sales. To put that in perspective, that's nearly 12% of Tesla's net income for the year without building a single extra car. It's almost like Tesla is printing money, except instead of a money press, they're driving electric cars off the assembly line. And just to make this even juicier, Tesla made enough from carbon credits in 1 year to buy over 30,000 brand new Model 3s. You know, for a company that has a reputation for high-tech cars and world-changing innovations, it turns out Tesla's biggest cash cow is just selling pollution passes to other companies. Take that traditional car manufacturers, and let's not forget the people, or rather corporations, who are throwing money at Tesla for these credits. Fiat Chrysler, now Stellantis, is one of Tesla's biggest customers, shelling out hundreds of millions to avoid hefty fines for excessive emissions. So, let's break this down. Stellantis is essentially handing Tesla suitcases full of cash just to keep its factories running. Meanwhile, Tesla's like, thanks for the money, we'll be over here making the planet a little cleaner and a lot richer. The secret sauce? Selling carbon credits is pure profit. Here's where Tesla really gets clever. Carbon credit sales are pure profit. Unlike manufacturing cars, which requires labor, materials, factories, and a bit of elbow grease, selling carbon credits requires almost zero overhead. It's like flipping digital assets for cash. While other automakers are scrambling to invest in complex emissions-reducing technologies and battling to comply with environmental regulations, Tesla is playing a whole different game. They don't need to work hard for their profits. They just need to sell the extra credits they've accumulated from making EVs. Tesla is like the kid who did all their homework, and then charges their classmates for the privilege of copying it. Other automakers are busy dealing with the stress of compliance and innovation, while Tesla is on the sidelines, making passive income by selling credits they earned just by doing what they already do: making electric cars. It's capitalism at its finest, and frankly, it's a genius move. Why do carbon credits even exist? Now you're probably wondering, why do carbon credits even exist in the first place? And you're not alone. Every time I tell someone about this carbon credit magic, they usually follow up with this very question. Well, here's the deal. Governments worldwide are pushing to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and carbon credits are one way to force companies to clean up their act. It's an incentive-based system that rewards companies that are reducing emissions and punishes those that are not. Think of it like a reward system for the good kids and a punishment system for the naughty ones. But here's the problem. While carbon credits are designed to encourage companies to reduce their emissions, they don't necessarily force companies to get greener. Instead, they allow companies to buy time. They can buy credits and keep polluting for a little while longer. In a way, carbon credits are more about giving companies a chance to delay innovation and stay in the game without making any real changes. For Tesla, however, this system is less about saving the world and more about cashing in on the inefficiency of others. It's like being the only student in class who did their homework and then charging everyone else to copy it. Tesla didn't invent carbon credits, but they sure figured out how to make a pretty penny off them. The end of Tesla's carbon credit gold rush? Now, here's where things get interesting. You might be thinking, okay, this all sounds great, but how long can Tesla keep making money off carbon credits? Won't the competition catch up eventually? And you'd be right to ask that question. As more automakers shift to electric vehicles, the demand for Tesla's carbon credits might dry up. In fact, competitors like Ford and General Motors are already ramping up their EV production, which means Tesla's carbon credit advantage is no longer as exclusive as it once was. If other automakers can meet their emissions targets with their own EVs, they won't need to buy carbon credits from Tesla. This is the danger zone for Tesla's carbon credit business. But don't count them out just yet. Tesla isn't exactly resting on its laurels. Tesla's next moves: energy, software, and more. Tesla is already eyeing other revenue streams to keep the cash flowing. One of the most exciting developments is Tesla's foray into energy storage and solar panels. The company's Powerwall is a home battery system that stores solar energy for use later, and their solar panels are helping homeowners harness the power of the sun. But Tesla isn't stopping there. They're also exploring software-based services like autonomous driving subscriptions. Yes, you could soon be paying a monthly fee for your Tesla's self-driving capabilities, because apparently even AI has a price tag. In other words, Tesla is transforming itself into more than just a car company. It's becoming a tech powerhouse with its fingers in a variety of pies. As the EV market becomes more crowded, Tesla is positioning itself to profit in ways that go beyond simply selling electric cars, and carbon credits for that matter. The bottom line, Tesla's green game is about making green. So, what can we learn from Tesla's carbon credit strategy? It's a masterclass in using government regulations to your advantage. While other companies are struggling to meet emission standards and paying fines to stay in compliance, Tesla is making bank by doing what they've always done: building electric vehicles and selling off their extra carbon credits. It's less about going green and more about making green. By playing the carbon credit game, Tesla has turned an environmental policy into a multi-billion-dollar revenue stream. Whether or not this cash cow will last is still up in the air, but one thing's for sure: Tesla knows how to play the game and make a lot of money doing it. If you've learned anything today, it's this: in the world of business, being green isn't just about saving the environment. It's about finding the smartest, most profitable way to make the rules work for you. Tesla's done just that. So, like and subscribe for more insights on how the world's most innovative companies are winning the financial game, one loophole at a time.